Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of the SIFAS Ending Journal. And today we're going to be talking about the member list and your partner screen. So if we click on here episode, which is weird that they call it episode, this just takes you to like the girl menu. And here you can see all of the girls, you can see their bond level, their maximum bond level that they can reach. So you can see them here or listed per school. And today we're gonna focus mainly on ours. So here's I. So you can see everything from here. So from this screen, first unlocking, if you tap on him, it works like in the title screen. So you can earn the daily bond if you want. It's 100 a day that you can get 5 times 20 amounts each bond. So you can do that here. She will not talk here, however. I think if you tap here you can like hide all of the UI. Okay, she actually does tag if you do this, but only there. If you wait in this screen without the UIs, she will not talk. But this is like to see that, right? In the visuals you can see all of the costumes that you have. So in this case I just got done finally getting the last one, which was this one. So you can see all of their costumes. I have most of them. The ones that I don't have were the ones that were paywalled, like packs, like the swimsuit, some of these ones. I think, well, I'm missing this one because I haven't limit break at the party one. I don't know if I will. What else am I missing? These ones are like the concert ones. And Merry Christmas. I suppose this had to be like a pack or something. The bowling mullet was also a pack. In background you can see all the backgrounds that you have obtained, which were mainly from events. I forgot to mention that in my event video, so I guess I'll mention it here. Every event came packed with a background that you could buy. Buy in item exchange or just earn in the marathon events. But at a certain point, I don't remember when, they stopped giving backgrounds. And I don't understand why, because some of the backgrounds were already in the events. But as of a few months they returned to the shops in item exchange events and you could get some in there. However, there were some that they just straight up never released. Look at like these ones, and it says unknown condition to unlock them. They straight up never released them. I think I may have missed to buy a few because I didn't care at that point, but then I went back. But I have most of them, so you can see them from here. You can also see costume preview. I think this allows you to see costumes for cards you don't own. Actually, no, scratch that, because I can't click in here. So that's somewhere else. But that's what this one does. Boys, you can see the voice lines that come from the ones that you unlock in the practice trees for cards. So those are ones. And there are some that come from specific costumes. You need to like leave them on the title screen and let them talk, and you'll eventually unlock them. So I don't have all of them because of that. I don't care about unlocking them. There are some that are just unlocked at different bond levels. Unfortunately, they're in Japanese without any subtitles. So if you don't speak at least in English, it's kind of like a wasted thing. You're not gonna understand what she's saying anyways. But that's that. I do believe the channel winning voice is here. And remember, you needed to like be on an idol's channel the week she wins to unlock that one. It must be somewhere here, I don't know. Featured songs. This pretty much just tells you the songs that exist in the game where the idol is featured, and if it's a center it will tell you that. Of course in the solos she's a center, not much in the unit ones, but this applies to every member, so yeah. Usually when there was a new song, this would be with a notification so you could know. Let's see. Rewards. Okay, school idols first. So here you can actually see the full list of school idols. You can see the ones that you hold or all. In this case I finally got them all. So you can see the regular art and their idolized art like that. And here I have all 32. I was missing this one just up until some minutes ago, but I finally got. And here in rewards, this is something that has to do with a bond, so I'll talk about it in more detail here. Let me go here first. So side episode allows you to see all of the side episodes that you unlock from cards. Usually there's one unlocked by default, and then when you idolize them you unlock another one, but only for the URs. So like here. I haven't read all of them because I stopped caring long ago, but you can see them from here, pretty much. Here in profile, you can actually see a brief description of them, so their name, their voice actor, some information on her basic profile. I do believe this is what appears in the loading screens where you're done loading stuff, and yeah, their signature and all that stuff. Bond episode. Okay, so this is tied to the bond feature. So as you can see here, this is the bond level. You get bond every time that you play a song, depending on her participation in the team that you use. So if you want a lot of bond for one girl, you should be either playing songs or using skip tickets on songs with a team full of your idol. So that's what I do a lot. And then this bar grows and grows and grows. Every time that you reach a level, this is where the rewards come in. You get a reward. So at level 2 you got 5 memorial pieces. At level 3 again 5. You unlock some bonus episodes like this. They are tied to bond as well. I will show that in a bit. There's some voice lines as I had shown. There's gems usually every 10 levels, and then after level 100 it's mainly just memes and then gems, and after level 200 I believe, or actually starting some point over here, you start getting high memes every 3 levels. Yep, and then after level 200 you get wishes every 10, sorry, like this. You get memento exchanges. It's weird that they don't give you the actual memento for the girl like this. Instead they give you a ticket, like, I guess, cool. You can use it in other members if you want, like that. And it keeps going like that. They have mapped up until level 500, though I don't think any idol can even reach level 500. Like, I've seen someone that has completely maxed Setsuna, like he got everything out of her and all of the bond levels, and it's like 400 something. So they mapped it up till 500, but it's not actually possible to get there because they didn't release enough cards. But yeah, you could see that. And then, so here's where you can set them as partner. You actually do it from this menu. So if I go to another one, so if I went to another one and I would say set partner, she would be the one that's on my home screen and all of that. Now off to bond episode. So as I said, they are tied to bond. So I have seen some of these early ones in here for Hanayo, for example. But if we go up, I think Nijigasaki, Muse and Aquars, most of them got up until story 34. And you can see that you need bond 96 in order to unlock all of their stories. It's, yeah, you needed all of that. So as you saw in the first one, actually, I'll show it right now. What's my level of girls for most of them? And most of these are not gonna change. So 108 for Kanata, I invested heavily on this because I use her. Mia 27, Karin 106, 74 for Rina, 66 for Kazumi, Setsuna, Yumu, Emma, Shizuku, Shoriko, and I. Of course, I is the one that has the most. Here in Aquars, I only really went hard into Mari and Hanamaru and Yu because I had meta cards for them. And in Muse, no one. Thing is, I almost didn't have any good Muse cards overall. It was mainly Nijigasaki and Aquars ones. So yeah, and I just hyper focus on I ever since like 2022 began. So yeah. But here, for example, we do have her bond level. I haven't read the final one. Oh, they got Nacho, never mind. Nijigasaki got way more. I wonder if they also had the same unlock criteria. I guess it's because Nijigasaki had the more relevance to SIFAS overall, because it was their game. So for Shizuku, for example. Right, yeah, so same. They had more episodes, but the requirement to unlock was the same, 196. And for Nijigasaki specifically, you did need to reach a certain bond level and then read the story that would unlock at that level in order to get some of their solos. I've forgotten what the amounts were, but it was like that. For the 3 that got added post-release, they have less stories, and I suppose their stories go up until less bond. Of course it makes sense because they weren't available all the time. But yeah, so that's one episode. So usually they have some sort of story. For I don't remember. It's like she introduced her neighbor, which she called her sister, and then that she has the iPals, which is like a fan club of hers that people have formed. And there's some stuff with that. And I don't know, I stopped reading at some point, but Most of them had some narrative going on for like the first few episodes, and then at some point it changed. Like I believe for both Muse and Aquars, at a certain point it actually became like, oh, they want to go like do solo live shows, and they go to Natasha, the protagonist of SIFAS, yourself, for help because you are familiar with that. I used to read them all long ago, but I stopped caring at one point, so yeah. And now let's go to the really interesting thing about this bond board. So this is a feature that got added a little bit after, well, not a little bit, at some time after release. So here's the thing. Here's a bond effect thing. This button used to exist before. Every time that your bond level goes up, as you can see here, there's a passive boost that you get to your stats. Right now I have 12.84 boost in my 3 attributes for every iCard, only because of the bond level that I am in. And usually at this point they increase by like 0.1% only for every new bond level. But the ramp up is quicker in the early bond levels. Like once you reach like level bond 20, bond 30, you get like a 5% boost, and that's really generous. And getting to those amounts of bond levels is not that much. I mean, as you could see here, just to get to the next level I need 31,000, but it's like 2,000 or so, or even less on those early levels. It only really ramps up after the 100 mark. But yeah, so you get that just from bond level. And then they added this mechanic which is called the bond board. Pretty much it is tied to your bond level. So if I go here, you need to reach specific bond levels in order to get the specific level of bond boards. Every time that you have a bond board, you have these tiles that will give you a passive boost on your stats. They will require, initially it's like just memories and then school idol badges, which are garbage. It eventually starts to ask for high memories. So when they added this feature, they added the high memories. And then after, gee, I don't remember which level it is, like sometimes after 150 or something, they start asking for autograph boards. Oh, which I am still missing some. Oops, I need to get them. Okay, I got them. So you need autograph boards, which you mainly get from channel. So that's why you have to go hard on channel, especially try to level 20, top 20 every week, because you need the channel tickets to exchange for these autograph boards, which you need to these high level bond boards. And as I said, every time you get like a passive boost. So for 5.5%, I'm gonna go for 5.6, so a 0.1%. Actually, did I say 0.1? It's 0.01. So if I level up one bond, it's gonna be from 12.84 to 12.85 roughly, I think. But anyways, these are additional passive boosts that you can see here, that from bond board I've gotten these months of boosts. And these boosts are not just limited to the stats, but like you can get critical rate increase, the critical power, like the amount of extra score that you get from a crit, SP gauge gain, the amounts of voltage that you contribute to the SP skill. You can get effect decreasing for your card. So you know, if you're using a voltage card, you're gonna get less. So you're gonna get 5% more damage, right? But because I have this board, if I use a voltage card, it's not gonna be 5% more damage, but it's gonna be only 3.5% because I have this boost that reduces that. So that is good, and depending on your combination of cards in a strat, you can even break even and not even have negatives. So this helps a lot. Especially useful for like skill and, I don't know, cards, or voltage reduction if you use SKs. You can also get an additional boost to your attribute match. I think by default it's 20% more, but I think here you can get an additional 17.5 because of the bond board tiles that I bought. And the most interesting one is the additional levels. So you know, the cards were capped. UR's at level 80, SR's at level 60. Was it 60? Yeah, I think so. And R's at level 40, I think. Yep, 40. But by buying tiles in the bond board, you can raise them to, I think the max R level is 70, SRs are 80, which, you know, match levels of URs. And for URs, they go up until 90. I think they may go up until 92. But the 92 is crazy high. And like the 90, I think is in the level 300 board. So that's what I wanted to show here. This is the level 280 board, so you need to be level 280 in Bond only to be able to access this. Usually it's every 20 levels after like level 200 or like 100 something. And you can see the tiles here for that one don't contain the level 91, so I'm pretty sure that it's here in Bond 301. So what I'm gonna do now is you can use this button to unlock everything given that you have the resources, so I do have them. And I'm gonna do it. And that's the level 280 board, and I just gained all these bonuses. And I gained an additional bonus for completing all these cards. 1% extra for my critical rate. And right now I am locked because the next one, as you can see, so this is my total boost for stats. Every iCard is gonna have these amounts boosted. And the next one board is at level 1300, which I am not there yet, but I can be. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, I'm back. I just did some little bit of grinding and I got to Bond level 300 and as in here, as you can see. And also I did get the... No, not this one, sorry. I got a screenshot of before I ranked up and it said that my Bond bonus was 12.89 and now it's 12.9, so it went by 0.01% as I had predicted. And here it is as I thought. The UR increase for level 90. It asks for 400 mems, yeah, so like the mem requirement, it keeps going up as you go. Look at that, for a single tile is this one, but let's unlock it. There we go. That is nice. We got it. Good, I was hoping for that, so yep. That's what you get. As I said, I think there is a level 92, but I don't know in which board it is, and it's crazy enough of bonds and then of resources to get there. Thing is, I don't even know if I can get, because see, these ones are asking for 2 autograph boards and I have 7, and I don't know how many I can buy, but I am now limited to how many I can buy because there aren't many challenges left, and I can buy only like 9 this rotation anyways. So at most I can unlock all of this and probably one more out of the next bomb board, and that's it. But that's that. I guess that's what I wanted to mention. I have a little bit of another topic, but I did want to see this, so I did just say that these backgrounds, they never released them. Actually, never mind, because there was an announcement posted today that they are going to be giving some goals to get some of these. Here it says like Akihabara Station Square. Is that one here? Yeah, like this one. Akihabara Description Change. Numasu Shop and Arcade. They have some upcoming goals that are gonna be able to reward this at last. I genuinely do not know, because some of these backgrounds are used commonly on the stories, but I don't know why they took this long, pretty much until the game closure, to give them. I don't know why they never gave them before. But okay, that's pretty much everything in here. There's just one final thing that I wanted to include as part of this topic, which is the Bond ranking. So because it's related to Bond and Bond is related to all of these. So here, usually you could access it from the options menu, but they made it a few months ago so you can have that button in the screen. So by default you are gonna give like the total Bond amount, and this guy offline, he's a pretty massive whale, I think. I mean, you always see him in top of the leaderboard, so he's at the top. So if I go to my own rank, I am rank 1262. This is total Bond for every idol. If you sum up all of them, this is what I have. But you can also filter for like Muse, I mean like the actual schools or subunits, or even by members themselves. So I mainly care about this one, I'm Yashita. So I'm ranked second. A few months ago when the closure began, I was like here, like 8. Because there are some people that have been pushing a little bit for it. But my goal is to get number 1. So Golden Eye, this person has not played in months. But they left it capped here, and I noticed in their profile that they have all of the idols that they were max training, so they were max beat, all of them. So he got the cap of possible bond that he could get, and he reached it, which is 5.6 million, and I am 2 million below. But my plan is to surpass this. My intention is to be the one that wins in the end. However, this guy He's a little bit of trouble, and he has been increasing at an aggressive rate as of late, so I need to watch out for him and pretty much get on top of my game for that. But that's what I am hoping to do. This is just mainly for bragging rights, like, oh, you are the #1 fan. As I say, there's some people that have already met. I mean, I know for certain that for Setsuna, there's a guy Dormat. This is the total max, the max possible for Setsuna, because we're assuming that there's not gonna be more cards for her. So this is the maximum, he got it already. I don't think anyone else is gonna compete with him. But in my case, I am caring about the eye, so I am hoping I can do that. There may be like a final episode where I'll mention my totals, and also I'm making a video for my main channel, for my new main channel, Milostown, about the entire game. It's gonna be more concise, that's why I'm making these, I would say bite-sized, but they're pretty lengthy anyways. They're these in-depth videos on every feature of the game. But that's pretty much it. That's everything that regards this guard list and like partner features. So yeah, that's it I think. So thank you for watching. I'm gonna leave here the playlist so you can check out the rest of the videos. And for now, the video is over.